Alright, so one thing that I'm gonna do before the rear end goes back in is change the gears in it. It's got 350 open, that's why I got one tire fire. But I have a set of 409 track locks out of another F100, so I'm gonna go get those. And as you can see, this thing is completely dirty, nasty, really, really gross. And if you go to the back, you can see it's even starting to leak. So I'm just gonna change this thing completely with this guy. This is my other rear end. You can see this one's a little bit nicer. But I don't know if you guys will be able to read it. So this is 4L09. This is a track lock diff. This is out of a 4x4 short bed. This is out of Travis's truck. I traded him a couple parts for it. We're gonna put it in. And I should be able to get scooting pretty good with this gear. Hot pepper. Okay guys, so I haven't updated you in a little bit because we've been working endlessly on this thing. Big time pain. As you can see, the leaf springs are back in. It's all axle over the leaves now, and you can see everything's pretty much where it needs to be, which is good. I changed the third member out. I have a 409, basically 410 track lock diff in it now. And then I also have 35 spline axles because apparently the axles were different. Okay, so, and as you guys can probably guess, when you lower it, pushes everything up, drive shaft goes in. Not only that, with the 410s, the ring gear is larger, so keep in mind on here, this was also something I had to do. I might show you guys later, but to fit the 410s, I'm just gonna call them 410s, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, technically. To fit this gear in, the ring gear is larger. I actually had to notch the housing inside to clear the ring gear because it's so large. That's actually how it was from the factory. So you can see right here how it's kind of notched on the top and bottom. I had to do that myself to fit this thing. That's the old housing. I didn't use it because there's a banjo bolt that's snapped off in there, and there's just a bunch of stuff that's not what I want to use, so. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ah! You're freaking filthy, dude. And because of all this stuff, I pretty much have to shorten the drive shaft. But as you guys know, this is my custom one-piece full torque drive shaft that we got, and it's too long by 2 inches. Need to shorten that 2 inches. So we gotta take this one. We gotta take like 5 inches. This is my old one with a 3-speed, which we're taking out.
9 3/4.
So we're gonna cut this one because it still fits instead of cutting my nice one. I'll go get that one redone by a shop, but this one needs to come off. We're doing some measurements real quick so we can get this thing re-welded because my welder won't do it, but that one will. So we're gonna get this thing cut and welded and shortened because the show is tomorrow. And as you can see, the rear end's kind of in, but I still have to redo the seals and put a gasket in the rear end so it doesn't leak. So there's still a bunch of stuff that I need to do. Like, it's crazy. It's stupid how much stuff I have to do, but it's gonna look so cool. This isn't sketchy at all. Alright, everyone's gonna get mad at this, but we're all ready to rock. Re-welded with inner shield on 060.
It's NR211 068.
Nice. So this is some, it's definitely not going anywhere. Those are like one piece now, but yeah. Yeah, so it fits now. Drive shaft fits. We already test fitted it before we welded it, so this is good. This is just gonna take me down to the show. It's a 45-minute drive, and I'm gonna stay in the slow lane, but I guarantee you if you do some pulls, it's not gonna break. The U-joints are junk because those never got replaced. So just for this show, we're gonna be running on some really garbage stuff, but I mean, it's It's definitely holding, that's for sure.
Good guys are bust.
Good guys are bust. This is some roadkill kind of stuff. But now I'm gonna take my welder, tack this thing, get the pinion angle set, pull the rear end back out of the truck so he can weld it with inner shield, and then we're gonna pretty much, I don't even know what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and then while he's doing that, I'm gonna get the rear end reset and gasket it up so we can get this thing done. The night before the show. Oh my god. Okay, so as you guys can see, I got the rear end back out. I'm getting ready to go and throw it back in, and you can see the notches, what I was talking about. I had to shave this down up here if my camera focuses in the right spot. You can see I had to shave out right there as well as down here, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just, ooh, is that a police helicopter?
Oh, hell yeah.
We in the ghetto! Sean's welding his toolbox for his 40. He's making a battery box out of it, so that's what he's doing right now. And I'm gonna go ahead, I just got this surface all cleaned up. My camera's like super dirty right now. Oh, no, my camera lens fogged up. It's too freaking cold out. Alright, or hot, I'm hot, or whatever. No, my camera lens fogged up. Anyways, I'm cleaning this surface. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rear end back in. So I'm gonna get that done real quick. Alright you guys, so it's currently 12:03 and I just got everything finished. My camera batteries are about to die. I got the old shocks hooked up, so that's the only ones that would work. Those are the old ones out of the front. Parking brakes hooked up, everything's hooked up. I've skipped a bunch of stuff, which kind of sucks. You can see my nice drive shaft. Everything works. It's all hooked up, all new hardware. Everything's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the truck on the ground, get the front end back together. Put the shocks in it, and then go ahead and set the truck on the ground. Sorry I skipped so many steps, but today's just been hectic. So, you can see my purchase right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheels on and drop it. Oh my lord.
I guess pretty close to the ground.
That's fine. Well, the diff's not gonna change. The tire size hasn't changed. And the camera's on the ground.
Feel right?
Feels great. Compared to what it was, that's great. Oh, no way. No way. Sit my butt on the... What? Oh, now my butt's all wet, but whatever. That is so crazy. It's so hard for me to describe on like camera how it looks. It's literally like probably 8 inches lower. This is so gnarly. And yeah, it's got a table in the back. And you can just see, you can see the C-notch and everything clears. So that's good. But yeah, this is pretty wild.
Everything fits. And it looks pretty straight too, which is just mind-boggling.
I don't even know what to say. This is incredible. It's got a little Cali lift to it, which kind of sucks. It's got a little bit of a Cali lift to it, which I didn't want. It's called a Cali lift. The front end's higher. So I think I'm gonna have to cut another half coil off the front. Kind of level it out with the back. But it looks pretty good, I must say. So I'll catch you guys up in the morning when I pull it out and get a better angle. Actually brought a vehicle into this show, so I'm curious to see how it works. Sean's behind us with a trailer, and he's got the 40, so you're not going to drive that for 40 minutes. It hasn't been out of our town in over 20 years, so. But it's kind of cool. We got everybody here, so a bunch of my friends are there. I can't believe I finished this. Thank you.
I've never been to this show.
Good morning.
Your tickets.
So that's what I got for this. It says purchase for Sunday. It's online.
Hold on, I don't know anything about that.
Never.
For me, it looks cool. It looks like you did it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you. I appreciate it.
All these Corvettes.
Hold on, I'll hold traffic.
Thank you.
Oh, look at this GTO coming up.
Alright, so we actually made it. I cannot believe I'm here right now driving the truck in. This is kind of like mind-boggling, I guess, to say the least. I gotta turn my halos on so they look cool in direct sunlight so you can't see them. Oh my god. Ah, I want that thing. I am so jealous. Okay, so we're walking around good guys finally. The truck's done. I'll go back over and show you guys that in a second. but Sean's flipping out of our 40s and stuff like that, walking around. Sean's 40 is here, we're gonna go check that out in a second. But I haven't walked around or done anything yet. Everyone's just been talking to me about my trucks. I'm just kind of fidangling and doing different things. And Sean's 40 was broken and we had to push it in and go get a trailer and just a bunch of stuff. It's just, can never have a moment where we just drive a vehicle into a show. That's never gonna happen. So we're gonna walk around a little bit and I'll catch you guys up in a second when we find something. Sean found another 40, and this is what he does every single car show we go to. We see a 40, he just stares at it forever.
Never mind, it's got an LS.
F words. Goodness.
Oh my god.
Alright, I know you guys have seen this thing. This is their giveaway truck. Lucky 7 Speed Shop built it. Oh my gosh. This thing is so wicked. Goodness. Flared bedside. Just look at the bolt on the bedside. This is freaking gnarly looking.
You gotta do this to your bed.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing it.
It's got a wing to me. It's fucking fast.
Hell yeah. Goodness, this thing is low. I need to lower mine more.
How low is this one?
A lot lower than mine.
Let's see. Yep, that's low.
A good like 5 inches. Yeah.
Yeah, it's low. Craig's gonna do right now. He's gonna clean it. It's super low. Oh yeah, on top of whatever it is. There you go, Craig.
Yeah,
There's the two-tone right there.
that's what I wanted to do right there.
The gas, right?
They just powder coated the trim.
Oh, look at his, don't bring
That's
the gas
his whole console. Like
Yeah, that's what I want to do right there. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, that console is kind of what I'm doing right there. Very similar. Dang, that looks so cool.
See the sub?
Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing. God, this thing is so cool.
I bet if you could have heard it when they moved it. Hey, Craig.
Sound good?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't have to build your truck like this. You can win it.
I know, I really want to win this one.
Craig, where did we just see this truck?
It was down there.
Oh, that's right. I just saw this truck.
Crown Vic swap. Autocross truck. That's what I'm going for right there. Oh, that's freaking sweet. They cut the bumper and they welded the section in to put the lights in. That's really cool. I've never seen that. But that's kind of the style. Ratty with all new technology in it. I think it looks freaking sweet. There's the 40. Dang, this thing's freaking sweet.
Those guys are pretty nice. Pretty helpful.
Yeah. Dang, this thing's gnarly.
The other guy I was talking to, Dale.
That's what I want my interior to look like. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Carbon fiber, everything. There's Matt. Nice. What are the odds? What are the odds? Finds him in the back of the parking lot. Ah, he's fanboying so hard.
Craig, look at the front tires.
Oh my gosh.
They're slicker than your car's tires.
Yeah. Alright guys, so as expected, I totally stopped filming. I don't really know why entirely, but I do know a big primary reason is because I just kind of wanted to spend the time there with the people that helped me get there. That's really what it was. A lot of my friends that were there came over and helped me out, and I just wanted to kind of spend time with those guys. You know, I was super thankful because without them, I wouldn't have even gotten the truck to the show, period. So I was super thankful. I just kind of wanted to just relax, you know, I just totally just stopped filming, you know, I wanted to be there. So I did not take any clips of the truck there, but as you can see, I did put the photos up that my buddy Polo took. You can follow him right here. He takes really cool photos like that of classic cars, and he's super good at it, so big thank you to him. And so yeah, overall the truck drove great all the way down there. There was no issues. We ran it on a drive shaft that we shortened ourselves, me and Colton. The one primary thing that I have changed since the show, it's been a few weeks since then, is I went and got the nice drive shaft reshortened by Full Torque drive shafts, which I will show you in a video. If you don't know how they shorten drive shafts, it's actually a really cool process, so you'll see that upcoming soon. But I think I pretty much touched everything in terms of what actually went down to do this. The only thing I didn't really touch on in this video that happened was the leaf spring perches I got were 2.5 inches wide. The stock ones are 2 inch because the leaf springs are 2 1/4. So if you put a 2.5 inch perch on a 2 inch leaf spring, the U-bolts, they don't really go straight down. They hit it and they go outward. So you would have to, so what I ended up having to do is cut the leaf spring perch directly in the center, cut a 1/4 inch off of each end of it, and weld the thing back together and re-drilled the dowel pin hole. And I ended up doing that. So that actually worked. Welded it all back together, welded it onto the axle, everything's fine. And you can see it's still obviously holding together as I drive it. But here's a little general walk around of the truck. This is after the suspension has taken some time to settle a little bit. As you can see, the front end is a bit lower. Just from driving it down there, it did get a lot lower, which is good. So you can see that's pretty low. The back is pretty significantly low. But yeah, because these shocks are completely wrong and they're way too short and they're way too old, I kept bottoming out and I totally blew them up right there, as you can see. But yeah, everything's still together, works out pretty well. You can kind of get the gist. I literally left the leaf spring perches and just welded new ones on the bottom. Super simple. Yeah, I just kind of want to leave it at that. So a lot of you guys always message me saying you inspired me, and there's a lot of cool stories behind it. I love hearing that kind of stuff. And I don't know if this doesn't inspire you. I don't really know what to do. I kind of ran out of ideas. This is a lot of work. You know, I wanted to make this video very special, which is why I split this series up into multiple parts. It was really important to me that you guys actually saw the process and what kind of work went into this. This is not like a 1 week thing. I mean, it can be, but you know, you want to take your time to do it right. Now, obviously, there's a couple things I got to go back and redo, but still, I wanted you guys to see the process and I wanted you guys to see what actually goes down. You're gonna have to do 90% of the things that I did. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. It would really mean a lot to me right now. And subscribe if you're new. There's a lot of cool things coming with this truck that I'm really excited to share with you guys. Over the summer, we've got the Galaxy coming and this truck. There's a lot of big changes for both. So stay tuned for those. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.